Hi, welcome to another episode of Out There Living. In this episode of Out There Living, we're heading into the hybrid caravan and we're going to extend the bunk. So sit back, enjoy and have a look at this modification. So as you can see, I've stripped it all back and I've actually had everything fitted up already, and I've taken it all out and just tidied a few things up, and I'll put it back in for you guys to see. So you can see here I've drilled a bit of a zigzag pattern. If you look, they're off center, and I get a bit of this 35 by 35 by 3mm aluminium angle, and I've just cut that the width of there. What I'll do, I'll put a metal tack screw in the first hole and the third hole, the fifth hole, and every other hole in between I'll put a timber button head screw. Then I've got these two short ones to go in here against the wall, and if you look here, there's actually two screws, and that's where the stud will be in the caravan. So this is your load bearing point here, and on this side I ran out, so I've just got a smaller piece. It doesn't really matter, and that goes on there. If you look here, I've gone and drilled holes all the way through there, and I've got some special bolts what I'll use in there. So I'll go ahead and screw it all together, and then we'll come back and have a look. So now you can see we've got the aluminium angle framing. Just give you a quick look. Sides sit on top. This one is fixed to the existing bunk every 100mm. That's never going to move. This side one sits on top and it's fixed with two metal tacks into that stud. That's not going to move. And then the front one is fixed under here with these riv nuts. I've used riv nuts. You don't have to use riv nuts. You can just use nuts and bolts, or even if you can, get it welded. It'll probably cost you 20 bucks to take it to the local metalworks and get them to weld it. And in here I've got two nut and bolts. They're like a sleeved bolt, if you can see here. So it just looks the same on both sides. And now this is 20mm chipboard. All your strength is coming from the vertical. It doesn't matter about the thickness. It's way well and truly thick enough. So there you go. I'll run you through how we've fixed it. So zigzagging along here every 100mm. We're going a metal tack screw, which will bite into this existing stainless steel edge. And then every second we've gone a timber button screw, button head Phillips timber screw. That's going into the chipboard of this. As you can see here, it's well and truly screwed. It's well worth noting that any angle is getting its strength from the height of this, not this bit, the height here. So as you can see here, there's no movement up and down. Actually rocks the whole van. And we'll have a look under here. I've just used odds and ends for bolts into the rib nuts. I'll tidy them up. You know, I'll buy some that look the same eventually. So that's your frame done. Now we'll have a look at the base. What you've got here is 16mm melamine packing sheet. and it's just a sheet that they use to protect things in a hardware store, or it's, you know, your typical whiteboard shelving in your house. I've just gone down to the local hardware store and asked them for a pack of sheet, and they give you that for nothing. Bunnings might have it. You're better off going to your local independent hardware store. They'll definitely have it. And what I've done here, I've checked around where the power's going to come out and the holes for the nuts. So I'll just show you that. It'll just slide in like that. Sits down. You can see there, it's checked around for the nuts to poke up. And the second bit doesn't have the nuts cut out of it. And that just slides over the top. As you can see here, 2 layers of 16mm on that 35mm. Fits pretty good. Nice and neat. There's your framework and your base for your bed. Now I'll have a look here. The conduit I had to remove earlier. Gonna have to cut 35mm out of it. So you just set it up there, mark it against your top, and this one I've made to just slide around and slide into the hole, and you should get your old holes to line up. So we'll screw that in, come back and have a look. Now for the mattress, just go to Clark Rubber and get a bit of 75mm high density foam. Just cut your little square out there for that, and that sits in there like that. We'll have a look with the mattress in. Yeah, there's our new mattress, snugly tucked in with the old mattress. Nice neat finish, and under there it's just all white. Now we're going to do something special with this in the not too distant future, so keep your eyes peeled for that. We'll let you know. One more thing worth noting is most of the fixings and screws and stuff I've had laying around, and I haven't had to buy too many, so you might incur a few costs with that. You buy the aluminium angle at Bunnings, make sure you get the 3mm by 35 by 35. Clark Rubber for your foam, and it's such a big area now, it's even wider than the bottom bunk, and if you sleep up this end, poke your feet down there, even a grown adult will be able to sleep in there now. And I'm 100 kilos, and that's holding me up, no worries. One thing we're going to look at quickly while we're here, for anyone with one of these hybrid caravans, you see here I've actually taken the lifting mechanism off. Got a little modification for that, because what was happening was coming down, digging into there, and you had to pack this bed up for transit. It was real annoying, or risk getting your mattress ruined. So stay tuned and keep your eyes peeled for that one. Thanks for watching this episode of Out There Living. If you've liked it and you want to see more, hit the subscribe button, follow us on Facebook and Instagram, and leave us comments so we can give you more valuable content. Thanks, and just remember, whatever it takes, get out there living.